Syrian conflict is almost 6 years old. That's 2,190 days of violence and of threats to people's lives, and children, whether in schools or at home, have lost relatives, have seen their lives torn apart. And I think that's what reflected in this study. It's an incredibly important baseline of an incredibly brutal conflict, and I think it should really be a call to action for us to do a lot more to end it and to deal with the consequences of it now. We are at a genuine tipping point in the sense that children have experienced a certain degree of toxic stress, but there is the ability, if treated correctly, to bring them back, to help recover their childhood, to help them develop into adults without the impairments that otherwise would happen. So this is a moment. This isn't a report that simply says these generations have been lost. 3 million children have grown up in Syria knowing nothing but war. This is a report that is a call to action to take action right now, rather than to simply consign the Syrian people to the history books. Sure, well, lots can be done is the answer. I mean, it could be a sense that, yes, we can't end the war tomorrow, but there are steps within it that can significantly affect the civilian population. Access of aid, for example, to besieged areas is not something that should really be the issue that it is. UN Security Council resolutions have said it should end, yet it still exists as a problem. Very practically, there are very few psychiatrists and mental health specialists in Syria. Some areas that have 1 per million head of population. This is something we can scale up programmatically if we have an international agreement that we need to address this issue seriously, because ultimately, if we don't, the consequences of the Syrian war, even if it did end tomorrow, will go on for far, far longer.